other, who knows? Um, in final form Jesus, because these stories, y'all, I saw these headlines and I don't know. I mean, we might need final form Jesus. Y'all, just trust me.
A key keep its grove, thou glowing shrine of thirst traps, damns and dollar signs. We chant in tones both grim and low, for virtue fled a long time ago. Kyrie eleison, weekday descendat, final form Jesus return in wrath. With six-pack glistening, sword in hand, he cometh swift to cleanse the land.
Y'all, what in the Walmart rapture, what in the fever dream? The Matrix is broken. A widow has a late husband's tattoo cut from his body and framed as a cool tribute. It does so much more than a picture. No. Like hashtag F that no. Like just all the no. What is wrong with people? Like, look, I get it. Grief tears you apart. It takes away the gravity in your life. But don't taxidermy your husband, okay? I mean, I don't know who needs to hear this, but if you're walking through loss, don't taxidermy your loved ones. I mean, this also has some horrific historical connotations too. I mean, there have been people throughout history that have been very, very evil that collected tattoos in similar fashion. Not a good look. Instead of wearing her heart on her sleeve, she got her husband's sleeve framed. What in the hell is wrong with people? When Angelica Radzievsky, Radivesky lost her spouse unexpectedly earlier this year, the West Virginia explains it. Nurse and the mother of one made a bold decision that stunned millions online. She preserved and framed a piece of his, well, dermis, his skin. Now, Angelica, 35, and her husband TJ had been lifelong friends before marrying in 2021 and raising their 10-year-old son, Preston. And right off the bat, I want to say, losing someone you love, losing a partner, is a hell that I wish no one else would have to walk through. It is like your air is taken and the gravity is taken in your world. And I usually say however you grieve is okay for you, but I think I draw the line at like preserving tattoos. I mean, I didn't know that that line was there, but I think I have done made it, okay? But again, loss sucks and I don't wish it on anyone. Now, in March, after TJ died suddenly at the age of 55, Angelica didn't want a traditional keepsake. Instead, she wanted to frame her husband's sleeve to show off her son's favorite tattoo. I knew we were going to do this because we had talked about it before, Angelica said in a now viral TikTok video. Of the more than 70 tats that TJ had inked all over his body, they chose to preserve his Pittsburgh Steeler helmet design, complete with skull imagery, and finished off his beloved team's black and gold colors. It was his first sleeve tattoo and a favorite of his and their sons. Preston was the one who ultimately made the final call. "This is Dad," he told his mother. Again, look, part of me is trying to be like, they're grieving, it's okay. But the other part of me, the bigger part of me is like, this is not okay. This is not okay. Now, after the funeral, Angelica used a marker to outline exactly which tattoo they wanted to preserve on his right arm. The mortician then, did all the things that you have to do to get it off and put it in a special preservation kit. Preservation? People are doing this all over the Americas? Okay, y'all, like, for cereal, and I am not joking because I am too irreverent for the freaking rapture right now, but this will bring on final form Jesus, okay? Now, apparently there is a company in Ohio, if you would like to do this for yourself as a little home DIY, that is called Save My Ink Forever, and they sent it off before TJ was cremated. Now, the preservation process takes about 90 days, and when the company, was done, it returned a frame tattoo encased in glass and set within a dark wooden frame. No, all I, I got nothing. Y'all, I got nothing, and I don't want YouTube to get mad at me because I'm basically showing taxidermy human, so I'm not going to stay on that photo. Again, grief sucks, but I just don't know what to make of this, so come at me in the comments. Like, y'all, no idea. When he handed it to us, I was shocked, Angelica told People, and it was a good shock. So many things you don't know you were missing instantly felt better. Now, the tattoo still held TJ's original skin texture, like the fine details of his wrinkles and even stray hairs. This isn't a replica. You can see his hair, his wrinkles, and the ink I kissed goodnight. Thank you, JKD Buck. Holy fazolies, I I am so rarely speechless, and this one is confusing to me, y'all. I try to usually go with live and let live, but I think I'm a solid no on this. And usually I'm not a solid no. I live in gray and shades of gray, but this I think might be a solid hell no for me. Just for me. I mean, if you want to taxidermy your loved ones, the companies in Ohio, but no, please don't. Or at least if you do this, warn me when like, if you happen to have like grandma's, tattoo on the wall, perhaps warn a person because I'm going to be irritated if I learn about that. So, I mean, there you go. Now, Angelica said her son, her and her son say that the piece does give them a profound physical and emotional connection. So, as much as I say this is not for me and I don't think we should do this, if it helps people, look, I don't endorse this. Do not get life advice from me. Now, viewers have been divided. Angela has shared her journey of loss and preservation on TikTok, where her video about the tattoo has amassed nearly 30 million views. Now, viewers have been divided. Many expressed admiration and support, while others compared her decision to something out of a, horror story and compared her to Jeffrey Dahmer. But Angelica wasn't fazed. Just because it's not what you want, you don't have to make me feel bad about it. We feel him a lot spiritually and energetically, she continued, but this is that piece that we really needed. When we want to know he's here, we can hold the frame. It does so much more than a picture. The widow hopes her story also helps others plan for the unthinkable. Without life insurance, her family faced immense financial pressure after TJ passed, and now she uses her platform to advocate for open conversations about passing and end of life wishes. Um, Instead of planning for a wedding for a year, why don't you start planning and making it normal and not so ugly to talk about death, she suggested. You can be prepared both financially and with what you want for your body. So there you go. I mean, and that's actually really good advice. Have these conversations. It is a sad fact of life that you never know when those conversations will be too late. I already vehemently say I will outlaw this when I become president. Toothpaste made out of hair could be on shelves in 2 years, and scientists say it's the secret to stopping tooth decay. I'm out. I'm out. Someone wake me up. I want to be in Neo's world. The Matrix has gone crazy. Fluoride in toothpaste has been shown to strengthen tooth enamel, making our chompers more resistant to acids from plaque and bacteria that can cause tooth decay. Now, researchers from King's College London say they have identified a substance that can protect against decay and repair early stage damage better than fluoride. But brace yourself, it's found atop your head. No. How are we going to look? There is not enough hair to do wigs and hair extension. Where are you going to find good hair to do teeth? We're entering an exciting era where biotechnology allows us not just to treat symptoms, but to restore biological function using the body's own material, said Sharif Al-Sharway, a senior study author and consultant in prosthodontics at King's College London. With further development and the right industry partnerships, he added, we soon may be growing stronger, healthier smiles with something as simple as a haircut. Now, keratin, a protein in human hair, skin, and nail, and the wool of sheep, forms a dense material coating that mimics the structure and function of natural enamel, protecting teeth and potentially sealing exposed nerve channels that cause sensitivity. Now, the UK researchers hope to channel the power of keratin into daily toothpaste or a professionally applied gel that can target problem areas. Interesting. They envision a product hitting shelves in 2 to 3 years. Pantene toothpaste. Okay. Now, for this study, they harvest keratin from wool, and they found that the protein, when applied to the tooth surface, interacts with the minerals naturally present in saliva to create a crystal-like structure that resembles enamel. This so-called scaffolding continues to attract calcium and phosphate ions from the saliva, paving the way for an enamel-like coating to grow over time. Now, tooth enamel lacks living cells, which means it cannot be regrown by the body. Once it's lost, it's lost. The keratin findings are being hailed as an advancement in regenerative dentistry, a field focused on harnessing the body's own healing mechanisms instead of synthetic materials to repair and regrow damaged dental tissues. Now, the study was published this week in the Journal of Advanced Healthcare Materials. It's a page turner. Now, I mean, it gets a little smexy, but it's good. Now, keratin offers a transformative alternative to current dental treatments. Not only is it sustainably sourced from biological waste materials like hair and skin. Okay, no. This is the second time skin has been mentioned, and I swear to goodness, channeling Mallory Archer, being a Mallory Archer from freaking Archer, do you want the rapture? Because this is how we get the rapture. Stop talking about using skin. We are turning into Soylent toothpaste. Oh, good night, nurse. Now, tooth decay does affect nearly 90% of adults between 20 and 64 and about 46% of children. Poor oral hygiene, acidic foods and drinks, sugar, aging, genetics, and conditions such as dry mouth, GERD, and teeth grinding can also contribute to enamel erosion, which can cause tooth sensitivity, pain, and loss. I'm outlawing science at this point. I don't know if y'all are using this for good. That being said, if it'll stop Alex Jones and what's that other guy? His name escapes me, from Predator, talking about fluoride killing the pineal gland, I'll be kind of okay with it. I mean, it swings and roundabouts. It creeps me out, but, I'll deal with it if it keeps, all those wackos from talking about fluoride, which I don't really have an opinion on. I haven't researched, so don't come at me. I don't know nothing about it. I don't have an opinion. Thank you, JKD Buck. Oh my god.